Hey y'all!
It's the Thaunties! And it's 2024.
Happy New Year!
Episode of the season. New Year, everybody!
New Year!
Yeah! For the first time viewers, hello, welcome to Thauntie Thursday. This is what we do on Thursdays. We like to get together, have a couple cocktails, talk about some hot topics, have some girl time, and give our Thauntie's opinion on life. So we have some guests today that we're excited to introduce you guys to. But before we get to that, we want to shout out our sponsors of our podcast, Kentuckyana Backyard Farms, where sustainability in urban settings is what he does. So if you're looking to maybe grow your own food or get some chicken, y'all just with some goats. If you need to do any of that, Vaughn can hook you up for sure. And who's our second sponsor?
Rise and Shine Mobile Services. Any kind of event you need to go to, transportation to and from work, anywhere, call up Rise and Shine Mobile Services.
Hit them up.
Yeah. And so we had a lot of people that's been put in the comments or in the views, like they don't know who's who. So we're remiss if we don't introduce ourselves. So I'm Fifi, sometimes Buns, always Thauntie. But yeah, so that's what I do. I'm usually the host of the Thaunties, but we all gonna mix it up a little bit.
I'm Mika J.
And I'm Foxy.
Miss Parker is still on maternity leave. Her baby's now 12. So maybe when the baby gets 18, then maybe, she'll be back. But she just had a baby. So yeah, some well wishes. All right, cool. So so we have our guests. We'll let you guys introduce yourselves. I'm like,
yes, tell us who you are.
My name's Malia, and I am here for Gracefully Broken. I work in the school system. I'm a school counselor. I'm a mom of 4.
Does that mean
and I'm
gotta
out here doing what you say?
You gotta act good because you in the school system.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't follow the rules. Even though I like to do them. So yeah, here we are.
I love a rule breaker.
Don't follow the rules.
Yes.
I am Tanita. I'm second half of Gracefully Broken. I'm a hairstylist, author.
Ooh,
and what else?
Did you make the earrings?
No.
Those are pretty.
Antoinette. She's with Bougie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All her earrings are dope. But what else? What was I saying? I'm
a beautician.
I'm 4, and I am single.
For sure. So y'all got 4 kids. How old are y'all?
Yes, 22. I have 3 boys and 1 girl, and she has 3 girls and 1 boy. So we're just
wow.
So my oldest is 22. Then I have a 17-year-old. My daughter's 13, and then my last son is 11.
Oh, okay. So y'all both done?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
21. 20, 2 20-year-olds, they twins, and then
wow.
a 16-year-old.
Okay.
I was about to call her like 4 because I want her to be my baby, but she's 16.
She's 4. Okay. Thauntie don't have kids under 5. Under 10, yeah. So tell us a little bit about Gracefully Broken.
So, Gracefully Broken was born out of us both being broken. We were actually going through our divorces at the same time. But me, I'm more of a private person, and we were connected through a mutual friend. So we were put in this group chat together, and I was like, you know what? I don't know these people for real. I'm not sure, but I was kind of going through, on my own. And then Tanita shared and was like, hey, y'all, I'm going through a divorce. And so then I started side texting her like, hey sis, like me too. And so it just kind of grew from there.
Yeah, and what's crazy, I think you started your divorce probably right before I met you.
Yeah.
Well, I know I knew you, but right before we started hanging, because it was around COVID.
Yeah.
And we started hanging more. And when she had reached out to me, I was like, dang, this girl didn't even bust a sweat or nothing. I don't know her, like her personal life, but just to see her outside of it, I was like, whoa, so Gracefully Broken was given to both of us at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And so as we was walking together, we was like, hey, this could be something more than what it's just me and you. We have to share it with other people. 'Cause,
Right.
like, I really leaned on her. She really leaned on me. Like, we
Yeah.
understood
Yeah.
that we weren't alone in that time. So
I'm so glad y'all here because I had a friend about a month ago tell us like y'all should do a show on divorce and how nobody really tells you about like the trauma that comes with it. Like you don't know what to expect. Like
Right.
you know, especially if you just your first marriage, right? And you just going through a divorce. So it's really good, you know, what you guys do. So do y'all have like a support group or how's it work?
Yeah, so about every 6 weeks, we have a group, and it has a theme, and we help women who went through a divorce, but now it's just grown to a support system, a safe space for whoever is going
good.
through, who's been broken, because we've all been broken before,
Right.
Yeah.
and we all are gracefully broken. So, but yeah, so every 6 weeks we have a theme.
yeah.
So is it only for like divorce, or could it just be anything you're like struggling with?
Basically anything you're struggling with. It started with relationships, but on our first one we had 3 married women in the room. Not to say they were going through a tough time in their relationship, but they just wanted to be
Right.
supportive.
Yeah.
And because of their willingness to come, we were able to have like it was like different. You know what I'm saying? Like had that
Yeah.
open space for you to talk about anything. And so it's very batty.
Yeah. What would y'all say? Because I'm also divorced, and so what would you say was the biggest lesson that you learned through your divorce?
One, healing takes time. So I learned that, and I'm still healing. It's still a process. But the birth of Gracefully Broken has helped me heal.
Yeah.
So it's a process, and you have to have grace for
Yeah.
yourself. Like you have to give yourself grace.
Yes.
And I also learned that it's okay to choose yourself, because a lot of times we want to do what's right for our kids or what's right for everybody else, and as women we take care of everybody else.
Yeah.
But it is okay to choose yourself. So
Yeah.
And I would I agree with this a lot, because I feel like in the moment of my divorce I started to see myself for who I was, and was like, wait a minute, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you
So
lose
I had
yourself.
to sit and I had to look in the mirror and like really face everything that I was going through, internally, externally, whatever that looked like for me in that moment. So
Because it's not even, sometimes it's even about losing yourself. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I met my husband when I was 19 years old. I didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
19,
Yeah.
right? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you
So
don't.
Right.
By the time I'm 35, 36, and I'm want to go through, I went through a divorce, like, it's like, who am I really? Like, you know, like,
Yeah, because it definitely
Yeah.
changes.
And then,
Yeah.
and then in the midst of COVID, so I wasn't a hairdresser no more. You know,
Oh, right. You was dealing
my
with a lot.
kids weren't going from one end of the town to the other end of the town. So it was really, who am I?
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, so I think for me, my biggest takeaway is learning more about myself. And like she said, just being okay with just being about myself sometimes, being very selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be getting mad. Y'all can tell me if I'm mad or not. So did y'all initiate y'all's divorce?
I did.
Yeah. So do you think? Tell me if I'm mad. Tell me if I'm mad. Y'all initiate. So did you? Were you sad? I mean, obviously, it's just like a death of a situation.
So the crazy thing is, we were living the same life. So we were both in our relationships for 20 years. We both had 4 kids. We both felt like we were single parents in our marriage.
Yeah.
And I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? I can do bad all by myself.
Yeah.
And so it was sad, because it was like, this is the only thing I've known my whole adult life. We met when I was 18 and I was 38, like, oh, I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
So,
It's crazy, isn't
you
it?
know, it was like, okay, what's about to happen? So the fact that, you know, my family, my kids, it was all of those things. So yeah, it was sad, but let me tell you, the best thing I ever did.
I know. It
wasn't it? The best thing I ever did.
Y'all friends with y'all's exes?
Okay, well, let me ask you your first question.
That don't explain the
But no, I did. I cried many nights, not because I was sad, because I knew I couldn't go back. I was so used to saying I'm done, but then go back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this time it was like, you cannot go back. You know what I'm saying? So it was many nights that I just felt really, really lonely.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, what is going to happen? I knew this guy since I'm about to start crying just about telling it. But I knew him when I was younger. All the way up into this adult life. I'm used to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there somebody out there for me that's different than that? You know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. Like the mental.
It's a lot. Yeah.
It's heavy.
It's very heavy.
especially when you've been tied together since you
When you're
basically
young.
were a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard. It would be hard.
And that's what we talked about before, is that you really are grieving the hopes and dreams that you had for that.
Yeah.
And when it just comes crashing down, you're just like, I don't know, I kind of felt like a failure, like, this isn't what I envisioned for my life. And being 40-something was like, oh my gosh, like I'm really just starting over. And what the hell is the dating pool?
And then how do you do it? Do you say,
How do you do
like
it?
me, check yes or no? Do you still do that? Like,
No, right. I was
It is
the same way. I was like, how do
crazy.
people even date? Like, what is
Right.
the process?
Well, even with dating, you learn, like, there was lots of things, like, I didn't think I like cuddling or like holding hands.
Yeah.
But displays of affection, but I learned, like, I kind of do like that, but I just really didn't like him.
Yes, yes,
You have to relearn what you even like. when you
yes,
have
yes,
That's true.
yes,
That's true.
yes. So
That's
true.
Yeah, but to go back to your question you asked, I tried to be. It's hard, and he's not where I am, so to speak, as far as being over the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that part right there is really straining, and he's moved on and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's still. He has that level of thinking that we're still together, and I'm like, I'm trying to be your friend, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I co-parent with my ex. The way my cutoff game is, when I'm done, I'm done. So if we didn't have kids, I would never talk to him ever again.
Okay.
However, we have kids, and so we have to co-parent, and it's been a struggle. Like, it hasn't been easy. So, it's an everyday work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are y'all seeing, like, in y'all support groups, like with the women going through, or?
It has been very great to see people grow, because, some of the people have been with us from the beginning, and they were really, like, broken into pieces, but now they have grown and kind of healed, or in the healing process. So they're gracefully broken, but it's just a space just to share, and people share some of the deepest, darkest things that happen in their lives. We cry, we laugh, we have a good time, and we always say, we're not therapists, but this is therapeutic.
Yes.
So it's a group for people to come and just let their hair down, not worried about being a mom, not worried about being whatever job you have. It's just an hour, 2 hours to just be in a space
Release.
that's safe and be able to release.
And be able to say things that are somewhat like deemed not good to say, like fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying?
Say that on the show quite often.
So and then so we have those moments where, and then you in a room full of people who everybody's agreeing like,
Right. Yeah.
for real. And so I think that's like. We see people grow, but I'm gonna say in the beginning, I think I was like fighting, because I was fighting unworthiness. I didn't know if I was worthy enough to stand in front of people to speak and give my advice because of what I've been through. She went through a divorce. She can't tell, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So to see that growth and see my growth along with it and your growth along with it, it's beyond like she said, it's not therapy, but it's therapeutic. But it leads people to therapy, and it leads people to God wherever it leads them to.
Yeah.
We have opened up that space for them to be able to express it.
That's good, though, because a lot of people don't have that safe space. Even sometimes amongst your friends, if they've not been where you've been or experienced that, you may sometimes feel like you can't discuss what you're going through because some people can be judgmental or whatever. But I think that when you have a space that you feel safe to discuss, because more people will be apt to speak up when they hear another person's story. So I think that's a great avenue for women.
Yeah. So, do you guys ever help men, or y'all have men that come to y'all for advice?
Yeah, it's for people who identify as women. So
Okay,
if you identify as a woman, you can come. But yeah, this ain't for men.
Got you.
Not yet. We're not there yet.
Not yet.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, because and sometimes men, they probably need to hear it from women
Well,
too.
I think they
Because-
struggle just as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
They probably do, and maybe they should start a group also to help
But
them.
Yeah.
but like a lot of guys tell us, like I learned so much from watching y'all. Like I understand what women like. I understand, I learn a lot. So I just think that conversation is good to have both in the forum.
It is.
Yeah.
Because like we say all the time, we give our opinions. It's just our opinion. We're just all women. But then a man will say something, and we'll be like, oh yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So so them
Yeah.
conversations.
And when we have men on the show, we like to get their opinion of how they think about what we talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
It's just different.
The other day, I just texted her and said, "Do you think we should have a men's panel?"
She did.
Yeah.
No, I really think you should.
Yeah, you
Even
should.
if you just do it once every quarter or once every 6 months, just because, like she said, even if women don't have a safe space, we really know there's not a lot of safe spaces for them to speak. So, because a lot of men are just as broken as we are,
Yeah.
but who do you talk to about that? Because they have to be so strong and so tough, and maybe that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you guys? So what's your main purpose? Like, if you had a mission statement, or you probably do, what is it?
So it's just really to create a safe space for people who are broken. So that's basically.
Suffering through hardships and just trying to overcome it.
So do y'all ever have to be in there and get rid of like, sis, get over it, move on?
No, but I'm a hairdresser, so that's kind of like one of those things. I'll be like,
No, because
That's why you can't go to the group.
you need because sometimes
and you
people
can.
harbor,
Yeah.
and you have to move on. Like, okay, take action.
Yeah.
And get over it, or don't keep talking about it. If you're not gonna do nothing about it, like
Yeah, and you know what?
like-
That's why when I was going through, like when I kept going back and forth, I was like, I'm not talking about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know what? I don't want to keep talking about something that I'm not going to be about. So then I was like, when I made up my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to talk, because I did learn through everything that your story can help other people heal.
Yes.
So then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm open, I'm willing to talk about it, even though I'm a private person. If I'm sharing, then I'm helping other people.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And do you find it in the black community, sometimes it's taboo. And we raised, and we were talking about it, last, me and Teresa were talking about how, your parents, what happens in this house stays in this house. And even my husband, that's what I call him, honey, because he was my husband and now he ain't. That's better than ex.
Yeah,
Don't you
it
think
is.
so?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I
It's
like it.
friendly, yeah. And he's like, why you just like regular business? But you have to have a release. You have to have
You have to.
a place to be able to talk to people. And so, do you find like it's hard to get women to come and really be vulnerable and tell their true stories?
What would you say?
you know what? To get women to come, I don't know how to really say it, but I think that once they're in the room, people release.
They feel more
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get them to come, I think it's one of those things where you have to keep seeing it repetition.
Well, I think it's still kind of cliche in our
Yes.
culture
Yeah.
not to go to those kind of therapeutic
Right.
sessions
Yeah.
and tell your business, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we have to get over that.
Even in the
so.
last session, somebody was just like, for some reason, I just feel so comfortable, like sharing things that I've never told anybody else. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, Tanita, we did that.
That warms my heart because, like I was telling them at the session, what if somebody said to you, "How are you doing today?" and you say, "I'm good,"
But you really
and
ain't.
you really ain't.
We
And
do
that's
it
the
every
only
day.
time somebody asks you all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to be able to come into a space where you don't really share, I'm not a sharer or whatever they say, you know, and they do share, that's beyond.
Yeah. So you know
Yeah,
you've
that's
done it.
dope.
It's
So what's your setup like? Do y'all have like working in groups?
Is it
or-
round table or do you have like a certain topic every week you talk about?
So based on our theme, we usually do like an icebreaker to kind of start out. And then depending on what the icebreaker is, I'm an educator, so sometimes we do like, music, share a musical chair. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we talk about topics, kind of move around the room and share out. And then after we do the icebreaker, sometimes it's just open discussion, like a round table. And then there are sometimes when there's big groups where we do have to break into groups and then kind of share out. But for the most part, it's like a round table discussion and people can just share out.
Yeah, and then I want to say, we're there for 2 hours, and everybody in the room gets to speak.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Or if they want to.
Yeah.
So if we make it a point to where, however we're doing the discussion, it's meant for everybody to have a turn.
That's good.
Yeah. I love it. Well, I hope that it just keeps continuing to grow. And y'all got something big coming up, right?
Yeah. We got a retreat coming up in March, and it's going to be focused on wellness and healing. And we're going to let it burn. We're going to do a bonfire, and everything you trying to get rid of, you're going to write it on this piece of paper and release it and burn it. So we are really looking forward to our retreat.
Yeah.
What you got to say, T?
Yes. Well, we
Having
got
speakers there?
Yeah, we're gonna have speakers. We're gonna have massage.
Y'all need me to come
Y'all should have the Thaunties come.
We'll come
We can speak.
We'll facilitate a session.
Yeah.
We can most definitely do that.
We would love to have you.
We're gonna have food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay. So 1 day, 2 day event?
It's 3 days.
Okay.
Ooh.
You can stay. You can choose to stay. It's in town, so you can go back home if you choose to. Not everybody wants to stay. We're gonna have massages and facials.
Oh,
and
nice.
Oh, nice.
everything. You get to. It's catered to you. It's gonna be everything going on simultaneously. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you get to choose how you want to, what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're forcing you to go
Okay,
over and
okay.
listen to our, you know what I'm saying? It's like you choose
Or you can just go back to your room and relax.
and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm on retreats.
Yeah.
Right.
Yoga, meditation,
Yeah.
sensual, like we have so much.
That's exciting. Yeah, that's exciting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, good for y'all. This is the first year?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Inaugural.
And so where is what hotel is it sponsoring, or where are you going to be at? Because I was looking, I couldn't see anything.
But said it's a secret, right?
So it's not a hotel at all. It's actually a retreat like type of camping ground.
Oh, okay.
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 So it's like a lake house.
Okay.
Okay.
It's, like I said, it's here in Louisville. We don't want to give like the details of the
yeah.
location just because of the safety of everybody who's
Right.
coming.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That's true.
So, but it's here. And
So once you pay, you can get the address.
Yes, it said it on there.
Well, or if you're a facilitator.
Oh,
And we are asking for people to donate their talents, or if somebody wants to donate for a deserving woman to come, we're doing that as well. Because some people, even in our last session, we were there and somebody was sharing out, and another woman in the session was like, "I'm going to pay a part of her
that's
retreat
what's up.
fee." So yeah,
That's
we're definitely
nice. I love it.
taking
Yeah.
donations.
That's
Donate your
Yeah.
talents, your time, or whatever you have.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
up.
That's nice.
And so I can tell you keep getting super emotional.
Yeah.
And so, so is this kind of like a spiritual awakening for you?
Yeah.
Just going through this whole process and
like,
starting this company?
God had already. I mean, I don't even know. I can't. I tell you, I'm gonna have to take a whole hour. Like, time we can do a part 2. But no, like during COVID, I sat down and I was writing things out, and then I went through my divorce, and I stayed quiet for a while. Once I came back out, the first thing I did was I did a Black Girls Congress. I spoke there. I was a keynote speaker.
Okay, keynote.
And when I did that, I felt good, but afterward, I went straight down like, what the heck am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, how is this what I'm doing after what I just went through?
Yeah.
And so,
You had like imposter syndrome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it got really dark, and that was 21, March of 21. Come June of 21, this girl was like, "What are you doing? You can use my venue if you want to do something." And I was like, "What made you think that?" I had already wrote that down.
Write it down.
Write the
Just
vision,
make it plain.
You gotta write
she
it down.
said it, and I was like, okay. Then it kicked in again. That imposter syndrome kicked in again. You ain't worthy. You ain't got it. I'm on my way to Vegas. She shoots me a text of screenshots where she was like, "They need you, sis." She had made a status of how many women need something. I forget what the status was. And they were all in the comments, I do. So she screenshotted, sent it to me saying, they need you.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, how does she know this?
Yeah.
I'm still feeling like, not worthy. The next week, a friend of mine sent me a video of this guy named Divine Alignment. And he says he does a task that God told him to do. And he didn't feel worthy enough to do it. But it came back to him 6 months later that what he did was what God told him to do. Right there, he was like, how can God use somebody so unworthy?
Yeah.
That word alone was like...
Right. Unworthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then going forward, now me and her, we're still conversing. She's getting signs, I'm getting signs. And then here we are.
Yeah.
God is so intentional, and in every session,
real.
like the right people who are supposed to be are there,
Yeah.
and people get what they're supposed to get. So
Exactly.
it's just so intentional, and we're
Yes.
just so grateful
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we actually listen. Because sometimes it's like, really, a little idea we had in a text message has grown into this. Like,
Trust.
He's in control. So.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, it really does.
Because even in the moments when I felt unworthy, you were still...
Like, come on, sis, let's go.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do? I'm like, okay.
You still was doubting.
Yeah.
But God was putting your name in rooms you didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I see these women come and show up and do what we do, I don't care if it's 3 people in a room.
Yeah.
I know what God said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
That's what I was about to say. It doesn't matter who shows up because at the end of the day, it can save somebody's life.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
You're helping people out of really tough situations, and that's what counts.
We've had a girl to come to every session, and her life is just flourishing before us.
Oh,
Look at
I love
that.
Now, that's amazing.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That has to make you feel good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's a good reminder that you can meet people where you are or where they are, right where you are.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we don't have to be perfect because that's never going to happen.
Well, the shirt says you can be broken and God will still use you.
Even ungracefully. Sometimes it's not gracefully broken.
Sometimes you ain't
You just
broken.
slam down.
Yes,
you just
you
slam down and broken
broken.
into shards.
Yeah.
And then a car
Broken
run over
into
those shards.
pieces.
Yeah. So even if it's not gracefully broken, you can.
God will still use
He
you.
can still use
He can
you.
still
Yeah.
use you.
Even if it's
Yes.
broken. Yeah, if that crayon is broken, guess what? It's still color.
It's still color.
Yeah.
Baby.
It's still color.
It's good.
Exactly.
We still good.
That's right. Yeah, I love it.
Well, let's have a little fun, ladies. So what we usually do is we do Drop It Like a Thauntie. And so we talk about hot topics. And there's a lot of stuff that's happened since the last Drop It Like a Thauntie that we ain't even covered. So what would y'all say has been like, what was like the headline or topic that stood out to y'all in 2023?
Ooh, I'm gonna say P. Diddy.
I thought so too.
P. Diddy. Because I started to like P. Diddy. And I'm
You sound like her.
I was high. I just want to go to a P. Diddy party. Like,
Yeah, get
it seemed like a good time.
They told you he stayed all up in the video and all that. That's why, yeah, I'm straight off your party.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback on you and just say the TD Jakes part.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Yeah, but listen to this.
I don't
Like,
know.
I'm a little nervous. Like, I will make a lot of jokes, but I'm not gonna make no jokes about TD Jakes because
No?
I think that he is still a man of God, and you cannot put your mouth on a man of God because I think that he just likes what he likes. And
Girl, stop it.
No, listen, no. But I'm just
likes what
saying,
he
just imagine, like, if he could have just came out and just said, I'm a gay man from the beginning. Because just think about Dwight Howard. Once he came and was like, yeah, I'm a freak. That's what I like. Ain't nobody else talked about him. So if you can just live your truth, what can anybody say?
Well,
But
I think
he said it wasn't true.
the mixture of it is that that is not okay with God. So
You don't
can't-
think homosexuality is okay with God?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
So you think God doesn't like them because that's the life they choose?
I didn't say he didn't like him. God loves everyone, but I
Okay.
don't think that he is supportive of homosexuality.
Okay.
Y'all think he does?
I think God accepts us all
I
as
think
who
he
we
does.
are.
Because just because somebody sees it as homosexuality, they like the same sex, and somebody else is they overspend,
Heterosexual.
it's still
Yeah,
like
it's still
a sin.
sin.
Like we all sin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't make a sin like, well, I guess a sinner is the head of a church because we all sin.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yes.
I just think you just can't lie about it. Like, don't, just.
But he said
Speak
it's
your
not
truth.
true. He did speak out.
And see,
and
now
said
you're
that.
lying, TD. Now you're lying. Because somebody. Now, see, don't lie about it. Now, if you're going to be like, you know what? The flesh gets weak. And I gave in, and this is what I like, and I can respect that.
I
But don't say it
want
didn't
a
happen.
picture of T.
When
Jake
you
like
got
that.
young boys saying that you did it to me. Not did it. I mean, did that. But it is that.
But it's that, right?
Yeah.
It is
Actually,
I just think that he.
I thought he was the power bottom.
I thought so too. So they was doing him.
Allegedly, he's the pastor.
They was doing
Allegedly.
him.
Yeah.
He has a word and he gives the word. I think that at the end of the day, people can say whatever they want to say about anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think that God doesn't like sin, and what if it is a thing, homosexuality or sin is a sin is a sin. So I get what both of you all are saying. I think that God still loves because even in our sin we are forgiven daily. If he's lying and in front of the church and leading people, then that's different.
Yes.
I think that's the problem that I would have. Versus if he was homosexual, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I would have a problem with him lying in front of the church and leading people the wrong way. 'Cause
Yes.
you have to lead correctly. That's
Yeah.
the one.
And true.
That's definitely a point. Yeah. I would
Yeah.
say so.
And could he really go in front of the church and speak that truth?
No, you can't have a
think he
wife
could do
and
that.
kids and all
Yeah,
that.
he could not
and
do
act like
that.
this, but then do that
He
undercover.
couldn't go
And
in
the whole
front of the
lifestyle of
church.
P. Diddy was just not like what he was supposed to be doing. Like
At
as a
all.
pastor.
You ain't
shouldn't
supposed
have
to
been
beat her.
Why are you even
supposed to
there?
beat her.
Yeah.
That's
Birds of a
that
feather.
part.
That's not always true. I say that too. I say that too.
I mean, because this is a really good topic. I think that my pastor was at my wedding. We was wilding out. They was smoking weed. They was drinking. We had to, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was there. And if they took pictures and then 10 years down the line, it was like he was at this wild party.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
He was just at the
He was
church.
just-
He was just at the party. What was he doing at the party though?
But here's the thing.
No. He can come. Jamel's
It's
come over here before.
Yeah.
It's
My
like it was
pastor?
the wedding or something. You know what I'm saying? The reception.
Oh, well, yeah.
So then you got that, and then 10 years like, can't nobody different.
Differentiate.
About to do it. But I ain't about to, you know what I'm saying, try to figure out. if
Right,
that's- you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And
Because
maybe-
at some point in time, we've all been in compromising situations.
Yeah.
Like you've been at some party that you didn't have no
Well, here's the
business.
thing. I want to know how many P. Diddy parties you went to.
A lot.
If you went
They
to
said they
one,
frequent
if you
them.
went to one and
That's
you was
fine.
like, but now if you keep going,
I'm going to sip my tea on that.
Yeah, he was the bottom at the party.
Allegedly.
So I guess party, I'm thinking about a party. He was at a different kind of party?
I guess
Well,
a
that's
free
all
party.
the parties
All
are
the
like that.
parties is a little house
that's
party.
what, Jaguar Wright, I don't know how she's still alive.
Who?
Jaguar Wright, because she's
she be
spilling
spilling
all
all
the
the tea.
tea.
Didn't they try to...
And she said it's only two things you go to P. Diddy's party for, and that's to have sex or to get some money.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
what do you?
okay.
How do you get paid?
So you get money from having sex?
That sounds
Well,
good,
yeah.
right? Is that what's happening? The girls is getting paid.
I don't know, girls, guys.
Yeah. Some people get paid to go, and some people go to get to do it.
And some people are the
Some
payers.
people get paid to go, and some people pay to go.
You either you either a payee or a payor. I want to be one. I get
Or
paid.
trick or trick. One of the two.
Or
I'm not
trick.
really sure.
Can I be a treat?
That's funny. So, do you know any hot topics? Listen, we have to give you the backstory on her. She
She never
pay
knows
attention
what's
to
happening in the
TV.
world.
She don't hardly watch TV. It's only if it's in her books, then she got it. If it's an audio book, Any topics that stood out to you this year, Tiffany?
See, I was thinking T.D. Jakes, though.
Yeah.
That was kind of like,
Cause that probably hurt
And it was the end of the year too. That was
Yeah.
the most relevant.
most relevant.
Yeah.
It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I
Yeah.
really loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so does that take away from your love for him? Like, is that gonna affect you listening to TD Jakes for ministry?
So it takes away the effect of it. It really does.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't take him serious.
No, it's not that I can't take him serious, because what he has to say is still true.
So powerful.
Yeah.
So it's still so true.
Yeah.
But it's still
Tainted word.
It is, like you can't hear. That's for the same reason some people won't listen to R. Kelly because of what he's done.
Yeah.
Is the
Now,
same reason.
you know what?
What?
You will still ride R. Kelly,
said
but
some
you
people.
ain't gonna listen to TD Jakes?
Because I don't
Why
believe.
TD Jakes ain't tainted?
I don't believe in R. Kelly's.
Girl, so you think
You
all
know
the
that.
girls is lying? Yes. Well, TD Jakes, I don't believe the stories about you.
So keep listening. Each their own. You know how I feel about him.
I don't know. I think it's better. You gonna give R. Kelly more grace than poor TD Jakes? That's some bullshit. I'm so sorry, TD Jakes.
And then she comes to her.
It's tough.
For real. That is too
You a hoe
funny.
fool.
Go listen to Public Grind.
That's what I am
That's
gonna
what
do.
you gonna do is play some 12 play.
That's what I am gonna do. But that.
I am so dead off you.
Funny.
No, I'm dead.
Women down.
So usually,
Woman, I am loose. I don't know. You got nerve to talk about a loose now.
no, have you seen that one clip?
Loose booty.
You said it, not me.
And you did.
I didn't say that.
But did y'all see that one clip of him?
No, I don't want to see these clips.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
Hey, listen, they need to stop talking
Why
about
do
it
you
like
keep
that.
saying it?
I don't know.
You just stop it.
Well, he meant it. I know.
I know, but people
He was talking about Jonah being swallowed in the whale's mouth.
Oh, is that what he was saying?
Y'all going to hell.
No, but that people, everybody's
Keep on
saying.
thinking it's the whale. Not a whale.
Say subliminals during his messages. They are. They said he's always gave subliminals in
He's
his
already
messages.
gonna let you
Now I
know.
got to go back and listen all week.
She's gonna catch up. Let me
Look, my
go
grandmama
right
used to
here.
say, how deep is that well?
Oh, well.
Well, obviously pretty deep.
Oh gosh, we don't know. Lord. Bishop, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
everybody take what you got. I mean,
Yeah.
take what you can from whoever, but just pray about it. Just pray, Lord, if I receive tainted words, let it come to me clean.
Thank you.
Right.
That's a good prayer.
That was great. That's pretty amazing.
You did that.
That means not focus on what TD Jakes do in closed doors.
No, he's got a lot of good words, and if you
He
can listen
does,
to it
he
without
does.
judgment, that would be
But
great.
I think he knew it was coming. Because
Why?
that's why he handed the church over to Sarah earlier
Sarah-
this year.
I feel like Sarah got the church last year, though. So you think he knew that was
Oh, but
coming?
they said it's been coming down.
Yeah,
right.
they said it's been coming
stop.
I
down.
was just now hearing about it for sure, but
Me
Yeah,
too.
they said it.
This is my first
They
time.
said
too.
it has been always a little like leakage.
Yeah.
Just going
And he said that
somewhere.
one young man who he's now estranged from his family because he told them what TD Jakes did to him. They took the payoff, and now he won't speak to them. Yeah, so he's coming out, so it's a lot.
Aw, damn.
Yeah, and like even TD Jake's son has been accused of doing some stuff. Like it's really,
I think he is.
It goes deep. Like
openly
yeah.
homosexual. I
This
think.
is some family business shit.
Yeah.
Do y'all watch that show?
And I do. What can I do?
The other shows,
Kingdom business.
Kingdom Business. That's what this
Lord.
sounds like. Kingdom Business with Yolanda Adams. Hey, she plays the hell out of that
And
part,
she
don't
does.
she?
I'm gonna have to watch.
Oh my gosh, she's a hoe fool.
Is she really?
It's very good.
So
Kingdom
amazing.
Business.
Kingdom
I
Business.
like Greenleaf. And I
Yeah.
do watch Greenleaf.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you used to, yeah.
Yeah,
It's gone.
alone,
Yeah.
Well, cool. So, ladies, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat because usually what we do is ask the Thaunties. So people ask us questions. I do have one, but since we've been talking about church, I ain't gonna ask you. No, it's really about
Don't let
it's
Jesus-
really about being swallowed up.
Talk about it. You don't do TD Jakes out there.
Well, listen, we'll start there, ladies, in the hot seat. So a guy asked me,
that is hilarious.
do women like fellatio as much as men do?
My personal opinion, yes, I do. yes, because I like to be in control. So there we go.
Ooh,
See?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Okay, it's some light.
It's Cause to get him aroused and to get him ready, and you make that thing just so hard and
Oh, you talking about giving?
yes.
I'm talking about receiving.
Oh shit.
That's all she ever talks about is receiving. She's
Yeah,
not giving.
you a receiver. I guess the way he asking was.
Yes.
Do we?
Yeah. Well, he just said, do ladies enjoy it as much as men?
We
So
enjoy
maybe-
giving it, right?
Well, I don't. Sometimes.
I like
now,
giving it.
We know. You do too. Look at that. She's like, no.
Look, John,
Hey.
I haven't matured to that level of.
Of love yet.
Which is a good question. So if you've been married that long and you only really had one for so many years, how you feel now?
free. Free to be the real me.
Well, let it out then, girl.
I'm with you. Because I wasn't doing all that with my ex.
Me either.
That's true.
Yeah. If you don't like somebody, it's hard.
It is hard if you
it's
don't
hard.
because you have to you enjoy it when they enjoy it, and if you
Yeah.
ain't in, you don't care what they enjoy. I'm
You don't
straight.
actually really want him to have that pleasure.
No, not for me.
Look now.
No.
So let's flip it. So do you enjoy being pleasured as much as you enjoy giving pleasure?
Yes, because I'm
Yes.
a giver, so I like to receive as well. It's
Yeah.
reciprocal.
I gotta like you. Otherwise, it's super gross.
What is?
Yeah.
Just
What
even
is?
receiving. Like if
Yeah,
I
it's
really
gross.
like you, it's just super gross.
Oh, I've never got
Like
it
just
from
a
somebody
munch,
that I don't like.
Like just a munch, you know.
Oh, yeah, I've
just
never
like-
had that.
Really?
No, because I ain't just letting nobody come up on around me like that.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Like, well.
We're trying to put words in people's mouth, Kamika.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. It sounded a little judgy.
So at y'all's retreats and y'all sessions, can women talk openly like it? Is it like kind of?
Yeah.
We have Central Bliss coming. That's what she does. All things sexual.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Exciting.
Tiffany,
Yeah.
she's dope. Yeah.
So it's speak
Yeah.
freely and openly.
Yeah.
Kind of uncut.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Okay,
be
yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like that too.
All right, so hot seat questions, ladies.
Are you ready?
Yeah, are y'all ready? So, okay, have y'all started dating yet? Is anybody dating yet?
I am.
Oh, it's
I'm actually in a relationship.
okay. So how long was you divorced before you started being in a relationship?
So I kind of tried to like be out there, but it was COVID, so it didn't really work.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, God, if you don't want me to be a thought, just say that. And so, that's what he said. It's like, sit down. Sit down.
Sit on down, girl.
So like a year, I was divorced for a year before I started dating the guy that I'm with now.
Oh, well, good.
So we've been together for 2 years. But like, not officially, because you know, you got to make it through the, you know,
Talking,
30,
yeah.
30, 60, 90 days,
Yeah.
you know.
What about you, Tanita?
No.
You not dating? Did you go through a whole phase?
I did.
So see? That's why Munches was over.
Look at old judge.
No, I'm not. I think that I'm gonna be honest. I'm scared because I've dated.
You sound like me.
Been on dates with people, and I've been, you know what I'm saying, and I'm just like, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
and I don't want to have a list, and I still have lists in my head. I don't want a list, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be checking things off. I just want it to flow.
Yeah.
So,
Organic, natural.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. I know. It's hard to do. Like, it's
Yeah.
so weird out here. How'd you meet your boo?
So I work with his niece.
Okay.
So I helped his niece was giving a party, and she was like, you know, normally her mom had passed away during COVID, and she was like, normally my mom's the one that does party favors. I
Yeah.
was like, girl, I got you.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna do. So now I was there working.
Yeah.
So he thought I was the help. So that's our joke. Like, you the help. Because I was like putting food food out
Yeah.
and making sure little snacks was out and just doing stuff. And so, and there she was like, you know, my uncle might be somebody for you. And I was like, girl, he ain't checking for me. He just trying to figure out who I am.
Yeah.
And like a month later, he called her. So I was like, so it took you a whole month to figure out you
Right.
wanted to talk to me? And he was like, no, I just didn't know. I thought you worked at the place. And so he's like, once I found out you was a friend, then I was like, put me on. So yeah.
Oh, well, that's cute.
cute.
Yeah,
That's
that's so cute. Yeah, and look at you. See, helping others.
Yeah.
I never brought you something.
Not looking for
where you
something.
need to
I think
be.
that's,
Not
I think
looking
that's the
for it.
best way to find love.
Yeah.
Is when you're not really looking for love. It'll just kind of like.
Throw on
Blow
a
And you know
way.
what? The time that I was by myself, I really needed that time. And so I got to the point where I was like, you know what? If it's just me and my kids for the rest of my life, I'm good. Because
Yeah.
I got peace in my home that I haven't had. And once I got that peace, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
That's where I was. And
Yeah.
then he came.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. What about you? Are you looking? Are you open?
Yeah, I'm open to it. I just don't want to say that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just got friends.
Do you like young boys? Oh, not even say boys, but
No, because
bear
we
cubs.
well, see, my clients and stuff, like, they be talking about the young dudes, and I'll be like,
Oh, so your clients are like cougars, and they. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, it's a thing.
It's a whole thing.
real.
It's a thing.
It's
So
real.
how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
41.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
what your
you really
clients
still
say?
kind of young.
What your clients say about the bear cubs?
They love them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I can't keep up.
They're good
Sorry,
time.
I'm keeping up with my kids.
Yeah.
I'm keeping up with the niggas.
Exactly.
It's a lot of work. Seems like. Seems like that would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, keeping up with a bear cub?
Yeah.
Oh, I would
If you're
think so
trying to do the
too.
work, or you just have them just on call. Like,
So what is the
nobody's
bear
trying-
cub's age again?
It just depends on how old you are.
So if I'm 40 something, then he's 10 years younger. He's a bear cub.
Something
Yeah,
like it,
like-
one, but
like
not really.
35.
I say that a bear cub really 25 to 35.
Okay.
That's really a bear cub.
Yeah,
they're like 27,
But now if you're 60 and he's 40, then he's a bear
Then he's
cub
a bear
to you.
cub.
Yeah.
So it depends on how old the woman is. Like we said, like go back and see our show, like episode 1 or 2.
For reference.
I got a coworker, she's 70, and she said her last boo was 46. I said,
Stop.
okay then.
Girl, stop.
Yeah, she's doing it too much. She's doing it up. She's
Yeah,
doing it
hey,
up.
listen. If I get to be 70 and can still be like that already,
Watch out, world.
watch our world.
Because 70 to pull a 40 something, you gotta be
Hey,
hitting
you,
on
she's
something.
gotta be hot.
You gotta be hitting on
Yeah,
something.
she's hitting on
Or she got
something.
some money.
No, she looks good for her age.
Yeah.
Very good. And she got a booty.
Oh, okay.
Hilarious.
He liked it.
Hilarious.
I love that. Though.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's funny.
Yeah. So last question. So where do you see Gracefully Broken 5 years from now?
That's a good question. So we already, we kind of manifest things. So we want to do, outside of retreats, we want to do some bigger things, have keynote speakers, that kind of thing. But also, we're going to write a book. We're going to write a book. So, that's kind of where I see it.
I
But
love it. Well, if
we
you take
definitely-
inserts, honey, I got my divorce story.
I got mine.
Yes, I got some stories for you.
Yeah, listen, because we did say we want to do a version like, how Jasmine Sullivan did Hoes Tales.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, I
but
love it.
like different stories from different women who've been divorced and
Yes.
their story and take on it. So
Yeah. Oh, I love it. That's a great idea.
And we're working on our nonprofit.
Uh-huh.
And I think in 5 years, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. Yeah.
Don't think it, babies.
Yeah, it's gonna
Proclaim
be
it.
big.
It's
For
good.
sure,
It's definitely gonna
for
be
sure.
big.
Yeah, it's gonna be big.
Well,
So you said that you're an author already. So what have you wrote already?
I just have one book.
Okay, that's fine.
I have several books at home, but I just have one published book. It is Breaking the Alabaster Box.
Aw.
Everything must go to be naked and unashamed. And
Wow.
it really speaks from a broken place of what's inside of the alabaster is oil that we need. So that's why we have to be broken. So again, Gracefully Broken is deeper than. I wrote this book and it took me 10 years to write, first of all, to put it out.
yeah. I hear
I published it in 2019.
Oh, wow.
yeah, and then
Here we are.
here we are.
And in the book, I speak about being broken, but how God used me in so many different situations in my life, and where I seen God actually, I was homeless when my oldest three, when they were babies, and I've seen people pour into me that didn't even know me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So God's always had his hands on you.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how can we buy your book?
Yep.
It's on Amazon,
Oh,
Breaking
okay.
the Alabaster Box. Everything must go to be naked and unashamed. I'm Tanita L. Washington.
There you go.
You can get them through me from the shop. I have them at the shop.
Oh, okay.
Where's your shop?
Defining You. I own the shop Defining You on Preston Highway.
Okay. There y'all go. Go get her book. Go to
Grab the
Amazon.
book.
Go stop by her salon and see her. So every week when we wrap up, we do a listen to your Thauntie, and we give some real quick advice and opinion, just a quick nugget that people can take it and put it in their toolbox. So, Tiff, you want to go first?
Sure. Let me see. I guess I've been reading this week about energy. Well, same thing. Energy. So, if you don't change if you're trying to get to a certain point in life and you keep repeating the same process over and over and over, you have got to change your vibrational energy, because wherever you go, you can change
still
jobs,
coming.
you can change relationships, you can change wherever.
Yeah.
If you take that same energy with you, it's gonna be the same situation.
Outcome. Yep.
Yeah. So just changing your energy up. You know what I'm saying? So if you want
You know
better,
who I heard say it today? TD Jakes.
I wasn't listening to him. So
I hate this group.
He did. I swear the first
Not
time I heard
today.
this word.
Not today.
So wait a minute. Okay, so you that's a great point. But does the book tell you how to change the energy?
Yes, ma'am, it
So
does.
that's what we need to know.
So how you change your energy is you find a space in your head where your imagery is really good, where it takes you to your happy place.
Yeah.
And you focus in on that. So it's, the book is called Asking You Shall, and it's given.
Okay.
And it's the
Now, who's
law of
this guy?
attraction.
Okay.
And basically it's whatever you want. The reason why you're not where you want to be in life is because you just stopped going.
Yeah.
You stopped trying to focus in on it. Anything you focus on, you can get. And it uses it, and I'm taking up a lot of time. I'm gonna use a really, really quick example. If you're trying to get to Lexington and you don't know how to get there, if you follow the directions to Lexington and you just, if you ask somebody how to get there that's been before, or you follow the signs to get to Lexington and you're on your way, guess what? Something got you turned around. It was a detour. You had to go this way, you had to go that way. But if your determination is really to get to Lexington, you're going to get back on track somewhere.
Yeah.
But what happens a lot of times is that we
Detours.
just forget. You're like, oh, I was supposed to be going to Lexington, but I got this happened and that happened and that. Then you stop focusing on getting to Lexington. Instead of just saying, I got to get back on track and get to Lexington.
Yes.
And so the thing is we got to keep staying on track, even if something happens and we have to, we change our...
Yeah.
We got to get back to Lexington.
I love it.
Yeah.
I like it.
That was good.
Tanita, what do you have?
It's okay not to be okay. You have to feel it to heal it. I'm really into feeling, and if I don't want to go, if I said I was coming and I don't want to go,
I ain't going.
I ain't going.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just
I've
the way I
gotten to that
feel,
point too.
Yeah.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? And I have to sit right here and feel this. Because
Yeah.
if I try to mask it, it's not gonna work.
It's not authentically you. And you gotta be you.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. I like that.
What you got, Malia?
All right, so I shared this in our last session, which was called Praying Through the Coldest Winter Ever. So we're in winter now, and sometimes in the winter, it's cold, we're lonely, and we go back to things that no longer serve us. So it made me think of a sermon, Pastor Walker out of Nashville, my college days, he preached a sermon and said, when we go forward, we L-I-V-E. When we go backwards, it's E-V-I-L. So in this new year, don't go back, don't circle back.
Wow.
I did. My sister did too. So go forth and live.
And she went to that same church. That's why I said, Pastor Walker's with Teresa. I love that.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, that was dope. My thing for, if I could offer anything, it is to heal your inner child. We are all dealing with so many things that stem from childhood, and until you dig deep and start realizing those triggers, you are going to continuously be triggered, and you aren't really healing. So until you really dig deep and heal that inner child, you'll continue to be hurting.
I love it. That's good.
It was good.
Well, this one came to me the other day when my 20-year-old daughter and her friends were doing a prayer board, and she was looking for a scripture, and she was saying, like, I want to give people second chances. What I told her was, no, you need to just look at forgiveness. 'Cause
Yeah.
everybody deserves forgiveness. Everybody don't deserve a second
That
chance.
part.
So that's
Good.
That's the thing. Just learn to forgive, but you don't have to keep them around you in
Yeah.
your space.
Don't
Yeah.
spin the block.
Don't
go
spin
back.
the block.
Stand
Don't
on
spin the block.
business.
Stand on
Stand
business.
on business.
Exactly.
I like that.
All right, so to recap, so 2024 is coming up, y'all.
We
gonna have
here?
a
We're here. It's
yeah, we're
2024.
It's no, what I'm saying, what's coming up in 2024.
Oh, gotcha.
What's coming up this year in 2024? So first of all, remind them about the retreat. What's the dates?
March 1st through 3rd, 2024. And so if you want to attend the retreat,
Gracefully Broken 502 at yahoo.com. Just put your name in there and we'll send you all the information.
Oh,
Y'all
perfect.
Instagram, y'all want y'all social handles?
Facebook.
yeah, we have a Facebook group, Gracefully Broken.
Gracefully Broken on Facebook. Of course, follow us. You know, go to our YouTube, go to our Instagram, our Facebook.
Like,
subscribe,
share.
and share.
Like, subscribe, and share, and send us a cash app if
Thank
you feel
you.
if you feel compelled.
Generous.
Thanks to
Thank you.
everyone
A little
who
generous.
gave us money in 2023.
Thank
We continue to do big things. We are planning-
looking for new sponsors for the year.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a sponsor, reach out to us at thethaunties@gmail.com.
And you can still
Opportunities.
purchase our merch.
Yep.
subscribe to our YouTube. You said merch. Opportunities. If y'all want us to come speak, if y'all want these ladies to come speak, you know, inbox them, inbox us. We love to help. So everybody just growth in 2024. Let's do a toast, ladies.
Let's do it.
2024.
Yes.
Gracefully broken.
2024. We want more.
We're putting the pieces back together.
Yeah. Open doors.
All right, y'all. See y'all later.
Bye.